Happy Monday. We made it through the weekend. How was your weekend? Hope you had a good weekend. Uh, Started this week here with some good news because normally I'm full of, hot, humid, you know, high heat index. I mean, the 9 yards. We're changing all that this week. So let's start by saying, first off, good Monday morning. Let's talk about how beautiful it's been if you're north of this line here. This is our little stationary front, and it's basically drawing a line through the state. So if you're south of this, Charleston, Hilton Head, maybe even Myrtle Beach, it's been muggy, it's been humid, it's been very summer-like. If you're north of that, it's been really refreshing. You get into the upstate, overnight low temperatures in parts of the upstate, low 60s, across the Midlands in the upper 60s. I mean, you walked out this morning, I bet you sort of said, well, like, whoa. I mean, you could feel the difference. That's thanks to high pressure that sits over Lexington, Kentucky, and that's bringing in this drier air. So this drier air is going to be with us today, tomorrow. It may be here Wednesday. I don't think it's going to be here by Wednesday. It might be in some areas, but I think by Wednesday we'll be done with the dry air. And then along the coast, notice that front nowhere near you. So that means you have all this southwest wind, and you have yourself some opportunities of showers and thunderstorms, some of which have the potential to be severe to strong today, all up and down the coast. But again, I think I-95 north and then west, we're dry. I mean, this high pressure is going to keep us high and dry for today. And I think tomorrow as well. Wednesday, we'll have to wait and see. Wednesday, I think we're going to bring back some showers as this front will basically lift to the north. We'll get a southwest wind, and that'll be with us for several days, which means really just a decent chance of rain. I think Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday into Sunday of next week, this upcoming weekend. And then temperatures pretty much around the state holding near normal. So I'm not expecting any big heat wave headed our way. The good news is for places like along the coast from Charleston to Hilton Head, we're going to break this heat index and we'll be done with that for a while. Still be muggy, but it won't be as oppressive. So that's the setup. And we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. But I think that's really going to be the case as we move through the rest of the week here. So let's look at this, give you the big picture here. We'll start off by looking at the satellite view. And the satellite view is showing that we have ourselves just a few clouds towards the south. That's really about all she wrote. As far as that's concerned, there is the better picture. And again, this right along here from Myrtle Beach all the way down to Beaufort and Hilton Head, I think will be our best shot at shower and thunderstorm activity. From the Storm Prediction Center, we do have a marginal risk of severe weather. Again, this is basically I-95 east, right? This has some thunderstorms for Columbia, Orangeburg. I'm not 100% sold on that. I think that with all this dry air in place, I think we're going to be very limited with showers and storms, but certainly east of I-95, you'll see the billowing clouds with all the humidity out there because that's where the front is, right in here. This is where it's draped, right? So this is much drier. Remember, we saw the high pressure over Kentucky. Air around high pressure is going clockwise. So you have this donut hole here where there's not a whole lot going on. Same thing with South Texas. But this is, again, bringing us our dry air. That's why it felt so nice. Places like Greenville, Spartanburg, Rock Hill, Clemson, Pickens, Columbia, Aiken, Edgefield, McCormick. I mean, let's go on and on and on. Up in Cherokee, I would say even into Kershaw, Sumter, Darlington, Lancaster. But once you go east of Darlington, that's when it starts to get a little bit on the humid side. All right, so let's look at the big picture here. We'll do this over the next couple of days here. This starts at 11 o'clock this morning. Notice it matches the satellite radar view, so not a whole lot going on. We'll go every 3 hours here, so 11, 12, 1, 2. Notice by 2 o'clock, scattered showers right along the coast here, and some of that rain could be heavy at times, maybe in a strong storm. Notice they don't move much past I-95, right? Again, the front's draped right in here, so I really highly doubt that we'll have any showers or storms pop up. Models pretty much match that as well. Here we are at 8 o'clock at night. Let's get to the overnights. This is into the overnight's fine. This is 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Notice, yeah, showers and storms right along the coast again. Maybe a few more try to sneak inland. This is Tuesday. This is again tomorrow afternoon around 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. They try to sneak into the southern Midlands, but then they sort of fade away by about 8. We'll go to the overnight hours again for Tuesday into Wednesday morning. Everything's relatively quiet, but by Wednesday at 5 o'clock, scattered showers and storms start to pop. Here it is into about 9 a.m. on Wednesday. There's 11, there's 2, and there's 5 o'clock Wednesday. So you notice that's why I think Wednesday, probably the dry air is done. We're getting into a southwest wind here. Notice all the rain in Georgia and peppered about throughout the state will be scattered showers and thunderstorms. You'll notice there'll be a lot more humidity in the air, a lot more moisture as we get into the Wednesday timeframe. So again, east of I-95, that's where the rain is and the showers and storms. So basically Myrtle Beach all the way to Hilton Head. You go west and north of I-95, where the dry area is, totally different weather forecast and atmosphere. So again, that'll be for today and tomorrow's. And I also think tomorrow morning will be comfortable as well. So it'll give me another great morning for things to be on the comfy side for sure. All right, so there's our big map. We talked about that. Let's start in the upstate here today. Another dry day, and I think that'll be the case again for tomorrow. These are high temperatures. Greenville maybe hit 90, but it won't feel oppressive. Spartanburg at 89, Gaffney at 89, Seneca at 90, Rock Hill at about 90 degrees. So again, generally speaking, upper 80s to around 90 degrees. You want to cool off, you got to go to the mountains, right? 83 Asheville, Waynesville at 82, Bavard at 83. So there's a huge difference there. And Charlotte coming in about 89 as well. So again, this is not a humid day today. I think it'll be, even though it's 90, certainly very warm, but it's seasonable where we should be for this time of year, which is what is nice. We're finally into the seasonal category. All right, let's go to the Midlands and start in Columbia. This will be the next 5 days here. So notice today and tomorrow, 90 to 95, that'd be sort of pushing it, 89 to 94 on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that's what will bring those chance of showers and thunderstorms in. Notice temperatures hover upper 80s to low 90s. That's exactly where we should be for this time of year. So that's more of a summertime forecast. I think at least a better chance of showers and storms anytime after about 1 o'clock in the afternoon with that southwest wind. That'll be pretty prevalent. In the meantime, again, I don't see any big time heat. Heat index maybe tomorrow could push 99, 100, but again, certainly not a heat advisory criteria. I don't think it's much for us to worry about at all. So let's get down to the low country. This is where today, because of the heat and humidity, with that heat index pushing near 105 again today, we could have this little swath here of some isolated to strong, maybe even severe thunderstorms. The timing would be between 4 and 8 o'clock tonight, and the big hazards would be damaging winds and locally heavy rainfall. So some of that, nothing tornadic, but certainly that possibility is there for some strong storms. So we'll watch that throughout the afternoon. We'll keep you updated as we go through here. So yeah, it's the tale of two weather stories today. Again, up towards the north, the Midlands, the upstate, the Piedmont, a little bit of the PD. Generally speaking, we're relatively dry. You'll notice it's not as humid. Temperatures pretty much on average where they should be for this time of year. Then you go towards the Grand Strand, down towards the low country. That's where the heat and humidity is, and that's the best chance of showers and storms. And again, by Wednesday, we're going to change all that. That front will be gone. We're going to get a southwest wind, and everybody will get in on the action with some scattered showers and some thunderstorms. Now, there is some activity in the tropics. All right, we're going to talk about that coming up at 3 o'clock. So 3 o'clock is our tropical update that we'll do as we get towards the peak of hurricane season, which is September 10th. We're making a beeline for that, and there's some activity out there, and I will show you where that is and where that may be going. All right, so we'll talk about that at 3 o'clock today. We'll see you then.